Welcome to Susie's Secret Recipes in the Little Country Store. And so guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you and showing you some of the bowls and big pots that I use almost on a daily basis, especially this time of year, which is canning season. And so hang with me guys, and we'll get this show on the road. And so when I'm heading out to the garden to pick the vegetables for the day, I am going to grab this bowl. Kind of a pan, wash pan. Actually, this was my grandma Naylor's, and she used it to wash dishes in long ago. So yes, this is very special to me. This one, and this was also my grandma Naylor's, and she used it for gardening, just like what I do, going and picking, vegetables, and she used it for snapping green beans and for shelling peas and different things like that. So these two right here are very, very special to me because when I'm using them, I can't help but think of her. And she always had such a big, beautiful garden and was big on canning, and her and my mother both. And so it just kind of brings back some really special memories. And so Mom gave me this little dipper a long time ago, and it's really old, and I actually use it. It works really, really well for some things when I'm canning, and so this gets used quite a bit. And then I have these. These are really precious, and if they could talk, the stories they would tell would be so interesting. This belonged to my great-grandma Howard, and this belonged to my great-grandma Naylor, which I thought that was neat. Mom gave them to me, and I can just sit and think about, all the canning that they used to do, a lot more than what we do today, and just the work that went into all the things that they did. And they had it a little harder than we did, or we do. And so using the things that I know that they used, it just makes me feel really, really good. It's hard to explain, but I love them, just like I do these two big bowls or pans. And so I'm looking forward to getting my mother's funnel someday and adding it to my collection. And so I love this stock pot here. It's got tulips on it on both sides, as you can see. And then around the lid. This was my grandma Naylor's too. Like I said, she did a lot of canning, gardening, and so she had a lot of pans and pots and stuff like that. And so this was one of hers, and I use this one. Really big. I use it for like pickling when I'm doing bread butter pickles, or maybe zucchini relish or anything like that has to sit for a while. It goes in this pot and I put the lid on it, and so yeah, this is a must in my household. And so this was my mother's water bath can, and it's in a real pretty blue color. As you can see, that granite look. My daddy got this for her a long time ago, and I love it. I love everything about it. I love the handle on it, and yes, I do use it. I have found that I like to use a lot of the older stuff. They're heavy duty, and a lot of it may be simply because they belong to people that are very special to me. And if these things could actually talk, really, they could tell quite a tale, I'm sure. Some of the other bowls that I use a lot, I use them for canning as well, especially if I'm pickling, I will use them. If I'm not making a big batch, I'll be using this. But if I'm doing something a little smaller, and I use it for, mixing things in, especially if I'm doing something outside, preparing things to put into my Dutch oven. I use these. I find myself, I use them for a lot of things, and they are my splatterware. And I absolutely love these. They're metal, heavy duty. I have every size you can think of. I have even smaller ones, little bitty ones. But I use them almost on a daily basis. Mixing bread up, especially these big ones here. I love them. And so these are just some of the bowls that I use and pans that I use pretty much every day. So here are some of the other bowls that I like to use, some of the Pyrex. My sister gave me that set. In fact, she gave me a lot of the stuff that you see on this table. But I do like to use those and those. And a lot of the ones like this that have the lip on it, I'd love to use them too. Those were my grandma's. And then some of the other things would be your Frankoma. So I do like to use my Frankoma too, my red Frankoma that have the brands around the top. I use them for a lot of things. In fact, as you can see up here, I've got a lot of soup bowls. I got 20 of them up there. And there's a blue granite bowl that I like to use, and then there's another red one. I do use my Frankoma a lot. So those are the bowls and pans that I like to use, that I use almost on a daily basis. So guys, put in the comments, what are some of the things what are some of your favorite bowls and your favorite, especially if you can, what do you use? Put it in the comments. I would love to read them.
And so the Lifeguard Station that my husband and son Austin was working on or building for a couple in Norman is now complete. In the last few videos, I was showing what it looked like from the beginning, and now you can see the finished product. It turned out really, really good. And the couple was very pleased with it.
Well, looks like we got a little bit of work to do here. We got a box of purple whole peas. Let's get shelling.
And boy, did we shell the peas. It took us the morning to do that, and then we ended up canning some and putting some in the freezer. And so this particular day, Mom and I canned a lot of different jellies, peach and blackberry, and we did strawberry too. And we just had a really good time. I love spending time with her and canning with her. So here I'm getting ready to make jalapeno jelly. I love jalapeno jelly, and so does my husband, and a lot of people, a lot of friends and family do too. And so I love making these, and making it in the red, and then making it in the green jalapeno, and they make wonderful Christmas gifts. So here is my salsa that I make in mild, medium, and hot. I make a lot of that during the year. And then Mom and I, we made squash pickles, and I have a lot of squash and zucchini, and so we mixed them, and it turned out really pretty, and they taste absolutely wonderful. And so here I am getting ready to make dill pickles. Actually, this was spicy dill pickle that I was making. And there's that pot, Mama's canner, water bath canner. I love that pot. Anyway, I made quite a few pickles. I think I got 12 that day. Also, I sell a lot of my dill pickles and my spicy dill pickles. I make them in the slicers. Some people like it that way, and then some people want spears.
So guys, if you enjoyed the video today, then give me a thumbs up and put it in the comments. And thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. And thank you guys for all of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And so guys, I will see you next Monday for episode of Monday Motivation at 7:00 a.m. Central Time. And then next Wednesday for an episode of Susie's Secret Recipes at 7:00 p.m. Central Time. Happy trails.